strongest, strangest sensation of deja vu. Can't imagine why. So we won't comment on that. Instead I'll say we're picking up in the train graveyard. I know it's been a while. Isn't it irritating how life intrudes upon games? Right. So, seems like forever ago. Kind of was, but Don Corneo dropped us into the sewers, where we had, of course, hell of a time getting our way out. After letting slip that Shinra's latest plan to deal with Avalanche is to drop Sector 7's plate on top of the slum there.
We could get lost.
We're not sure if we could believe him or not, but we know we have to hurry. And the way through to get there is the train graveyard, said to be haunted.
So we can see where we're going. Dark everywhere.
That it?
I have not looked at anybody's equipment or anything. I should have had that all ready to go. So we're going to make our way through the graveyard, which includes a rather lengthy section in a building.
It's deserted and kind of creepy. People don't come around here.
Take a little bit more than an hour to get through.
Not just because of the monsters, but because of the stories.
Yes,
What
the
kind?
story.
Everyone seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted. Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
Is that right?
Cloud is unfazed.
It's not like I think it's true or anything, but you know, it's just...
So let's hurry.
Yes, let's. Luckily, this is fairly straightforward. Even when there are multiple paths or ways to go, none of them are very long. See, we came from there. We're most likely going in there. But let's see what's up here, and of course, take care of any enemies in our way. Now, the last time I played, I think I was a bit sloppy, a bit lackadaisical. This time I've got total concentration. I can guarantee you that. I'm not going to let anything intrude. Right, so there's a... Ah, you can climb up there. So there's the question. We came from there. Are we going through here? Anything down here? Is this a dead end, or is this the way to go? This looks like possibly the way to go. It's not, though. Good. For once my memory works. Mithril Rod. A weapon for Aerith. Also, it was brought to my attention by someone watching before. Something I'd forgotten about, that there is a boss fight. It's a ways off, but basically at the end of this section, where if you have steel materia on, and you try to steal from him, you have a chance of stealing a weapon for Aerith that you otherwise couldn't get. So thank you for that reminder. And start out simply enough. Feels good to be playing at night again. The last couple times I did this, it was during the day, and I don't know. Okay, the camera won't let me do anything except walk towards this door. We'll deal with the stuff in the corner in a minute. Some various cutscenes to happen here. Who is it?
It's on you.
Let me handle this.
That has a cess. Tifa.
This This'll help.
Always assessing new enemies to add into the list
Bring it.
for the reports we do for Chadley. Something's hitting me in the back.
You're up. I'll take care of them. One more shot. You can do it.
I got it.
Hey,
Still alive.
get him.
There we go.
I think I just heard a little kid. Did you guys hear it too?
Why
Yes.
would there be kids out here this late?
What?
Come on, the answer is obvious, Cloud. Not kids. Ghost kids. Ruh-roh. I'll try to keep the Scooby-Doo references to a minimum, although I reserve the right to say Zoiks at some point. Alright. Nice and simple. Only way to go. See some spirits or something zipping around out there. Don't worry, we'll have our own close encounter soon. I realize close encounter is reserved for contact with extraterrestrials, not ghosts or spirits, but if I mix up some terms, don't hold it against me. Ah yes, the ghostly graffiti. Becomes kind of bit useful later on, because that way you can tell where you've been, because it doesn't go away.
All set. It's over. Everyone's ready. Got that.
So we came out there, made our way here. Oh look, the girls are going up without me. Which clearly means that was the way to go, which means this must be some sort of little side trip. And it is for another chest. Very good. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. The other thing, they're guiding us along, trying to get us to a certain location. Which for now aligns with my own plans, so carry on. Always running into the open space to see if there's anything. What now? Oh. What do you think? A fight? Forget what game you're playing? Fights abound.
Let me handle this.
Man, what's knocking me back?
Coming.
Alright, take a look at Tifa. She's a little hurt.
Why don't you lead the way? I
Ah.
I'll be fine. Too late. Go on. There. See ya.
Gotta be a little more attentive to everyone's HP. Is this the way we came, or is that the way we're going? See, all it takes is one little fight to turn everything around. I got one little fight, my mom got scared, she said move with your aunt and your uncle in Bel Air. Let's see here. Purple materia. HP up, very nice. clearly this is the way. Yep, haven't done this yet. Getting closer to the big building, which is where we spend most of our time, crossing from one section of a graveyard to another.
Huh? What is that?
You okay?
All good, I think. Still in one piece here, too. Guys?
Seriously?
Come on, huh?
Ah, I wonder what that could mean.
Inviting?
There's so many ways to interpret that. Nothing back here. Nice work. Nada. Alright, come on, we shall.
Alright, let's see what's inside.
Well, what do you think? I'm game.
There really isn't any other choice.
Fine. We've got a bodyguard, don't forget. Mine.
Kiva doesn't like that.
Ghosts aren't my thing.
Hey, as long as you can hit them with a sword, they're your thing.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
This large building, the maintenance facility, is where we spend most of our time in the train graveyard. Looks pretty simple, just get from one end to the other, but things are never that simple. Just go straight. Easy.
Found you. Hey, can we talk? Just for a bit?
Ghost Kid. You never really get the full story on these ghost kids either. I mean, are they just children that died playing in a dangerous area? Were they murdered? Anyway, ghosts are annoying because they do like a barrier change. Right now this thing is susceptible to, oh, see? Physical attacks. They just alternate between being vulnerable to physical attacks or magic. When it's one like this, it's not a big deal, but when you're fighting multiple ones, it can be a bit of a pain.
Don't overdo it.
I got this. Bring it.
Let's try some magic.
One win. Finish him off.
What the hell just happened? Once again, I was not paying proper attention, and now two of my characters are KO'd.
You'll feel better in a second.
Luckily, I staggered it at the exact second that happened.
For you.
It's your turn
Or I
now.
would really be in trouble. It's not a very good start, though, I must say. Considering I had two characters down
Still up
in the
for it?
last one, and we were kind of close to death.
Let's switch it up.
Mind taking over?
I'll take care of them.
Now, you don't have prairie for some reason. And I can't remember why, if that's because of switching equipment or what, but for some reason she can't do prey.
Can you take over for me?
Inconvenient?
Pushing it.
Really, you should have healed yourself, Cloud, but moment of indecision there.
It's on you. I'll show you what I can do.
Better help Cloud
One
out.
more shot. I'll take care of you. You've got this.
All right.
Okay. Said I've been a bit sleepy, not paying full attention to what's going on. Gotta be dialed in. Even in a normal fight like this. Okay. Another one down there.
It's you.
Yeah, just go rushing right into it. Aerith does this a lot throughout this section. She just leaves us behind and barrels on ahead. I really wish she wouldn't.
That thing's dangerous.
I know, but even so. What the?
Move. That's precarious.
Run!
And once again, the way forward is blocked. The story of our lives in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
We'll have to find another
Thanks,
route.
Cloud. You saved us.
So there's a boss fight in here, and then there's one more before you leave. There's
Gonna
the
need to
graveyard.
find my way through.
Neither's too hard, but as you've seen, my attention's been kind of lapsing
Here I go.
lately, and
Right behind you.
I've made some careless mistakes.
It's on you.
I got this.
Man,
You're up. I'm coming.
It's over. This one's for you.
I gotta keep a better eye on the people's HP. Right. So we were going this way, and then this happened. So no longer possible. So retrace our steps. And I believe a way will reveal itself. Is it here? We have to find out, of course, that we can't go back the way we came.
Now.
Ah, here we go.
This will be stopping at the Sector 7 shrine and is bound for the train graveyard. The train will
Of course, if you're a Final Fantasy veteran like myself, this is all a bit reminiscent of the Phantom train, the Ghost train in the Phantom Forest of Final Fantasy VI that Sabin and Cyan find themselves on. With Shadow, if you did that right.
That's not funny.
And just like in that, when you're fighting the dead here,
What's up there?
curative magic does hurt them. I never really usually think of doing it, but it is true. Of course, in that game, when you fight the final boss of the area, the train itself, you can take it out in one action simply by using a Phoenix Down on it. I've not actually tried using Phoenix Downs on things here. Perhaps I should. So once again, it's like, we just need to get to the other end, but it's not going to be that simple. Ghost Graffiti says this is the way to go, but gee, I wonder if it's going to be locked. Look at that. Kel Surprise. So then you think, okay, move some platforms around or something. Well, we're going to find out there's no power.
It's not working. There's no power coming through.
I wonder if this is another prank. Someone might be messing with the power supply to make us run around.
Yeah, we're being led around by the nose. Ah, and obviously that room there is going to be important. Let's take a look at everybody. We've got all these potions, and they're not very useful in battle because they don't give much, so they're a good option here. Keep everybody with a decent amount of HP. Okay, I didn't mean that last one. Should refamiliarize myself with what the hell people have. Maybe I could do some upgrades, as boring as that is. We haven't done anything with the nail bat, because I don't like it. I don't like using those weapons that don't have materia slots, even if they're powerful. And not enough for any of those. Now with Aerith, I did pick up, I should be using the Arcane Scepter, I did pick up a Mithril Rod, but I don't like that because it's got 3 slots and none of them are connected. Of course, the truth is, with my Arcane Scepter, I'm not actually taking advantage of any of the connected slots, as you can see. Let's see here. She's got the prayer materia, but for some reason, pray isn't available? I don't know. Barrier. I always like somebody to have barrier. I think it becomes important later on for some boss fights. Okay, yeah, well, not with the actual staff itself, but here she is making use of connected slots here with the ice and magnify. Take a look at Tifa. And of course Cloud still has the lightning. I'm gonna switch the lightning and fire so that now his sword will have a fire effect. At certain points, like right now, the game does not allow you to run.
I found you!
Yeah, here we go again.
That's it! Yeah! Just go away!
Yeah, I was right. I had a hunch about fire hurting me.
Keep it together.
Okay, let's go! Watch yourself. I'll show you what I can do. One more shot. Tagging out.
Let's do this. Time to burn.
Go on. Here it comes. This one's for you. Strike hard and fast. Get him. Bring it. Huh.
We're still alive? Where's this one keep disappearing to? Irritating.
I'll take care of them. We'll make it quick. One more shot. I'll put down ice. Gotta finish him off.
Enough.
Okay, that was better. Gotta be more on the ball here. Oh, shut up, PS4. My PS4 really doesn't like broadcasting. It makes the fan go into overdrive. Don't worry, we will be able to get that at a later point. We're not forgetting about it. Just like we'll be able to get to there eventually. So the only way to go is in here. I'll try to go
Do you think
back
there's
this way first.
more in here?
Looks like. Aha! Found you.
Ah, it's faded out. Come on back so I can target you.
No escape. Take the lead.
I got this.
Didn't stagger at that time.
Back off. It's on you. So it's my turn? Gotta go for it now.
More like it.
It's your turn now.
Ordinary fire.
Time to burn.
This one's for you. Get him. Here he comes.
Alright, so that's forward. We'll go back first. Try to unlock that door. This gives us access to that chest. I think I'm gonna cough. Pardon me. A couple mega potions, very useful. Alright, so yeah. This will unlock that door. Make the passage through here a little better. But we still don't have power or anything, so this is the way to go. At least the doors stay open once you open them. That end. Right, so I believe... I'm trying to remember. Down first? Yeah, down goes across. I'm not sure if that's a dead end or the way to go. Nicely done, Cloud. Look like a real pro there. So yeah, not yet. Don't do this yet. Go back up. Because the whole deal, of course, is that we saw those spirits, whatever, lead us to the room up here. And I think we're going to find that this door is locked. Because nothing is ever simple or straightforward. Right. So we'll have to approach from the other way.
On the other side of this place. I think our only choice might be to find another route. An eye on Aerith. Oh, Tifa needs an ether. I've got 26 of them, so I can afford to. Anybody who's been watching this knows that I'm kind of stingy when it comes to actually using magic, but in this area, since I'm fighting enemies that will do barriers where they make physical attack, where they're impervious to physical attacks, and you don't have any choice, so I have to be a bit more spell happy than I usually am. And that's where we want to go, eventually. All in due time.
No turning back.
Fresh, you can fight something that's not a ghost. Something I can just hack away at. Getting knocked around a bit, though.
All set.
Bring it.
Get him. Here goes. One more shot. See ya. Come on.
Once again, Aerith has taken some damage. We're probably not too far from a bench, but
It's not like these potions are valuable. I wouldn't use them during a battle, they don't give enough. That's why I like using them in moments like this. But yeah, I think the bench is just up there, so that was kind of not needed. But we're not going straight there yet. You can hear some music from the jukebox there. Before we do that, we're gonna go back a little so we can get that chest we saw before that we couldn't reach. Nothing else out here. Underwhelming. There, so. Woogle medal. So we've gotten everything that's possible to get at this point. And yes, I did waste some potions, but no biggie. Now, of course, we can buy our song here, which is the battle music song, Let the Battles Begin. As usual, I will buy the stuff that's yellow on sale. $4,600 gil, not bad. Get 30 high potions. That'll be good. How about another mix down, making it even 15. I'm gonna buy another studded bracer. To either give one of the girls or to Barrett later on. Let's have a look. Does anybody want the studded bracer? How about you, Tifa? You got a mithril armlet. Studded bracer brings down your magic defense a little. Earth also has a mithril armlet. I'll keep them as they are, but I like having that studded bracer. Okay, so anyway, let's replenish ourselves here. And now we've got the boss fight in the area. Not a particularly difficult fight. Not really any sort of trick or anything. Just gonna whip this room into a frenzy, stuff flying everywhere. Reminiscent a little bit of the original Metal Gear Solid, where you have your first fight with the ninja in the room. You can turn invisible and he sends stuff flying everywhere. Oh, I guess there's nothing here and we can just continue on unbothered. That doesn't seem right. Must be forgetting something. Or we just have to come back. Oh, I remember. It's because yeah, of course I could have just passed through. The whole thing is I'm trying to restore power, and here we go. So, yes, I'm sure I can restore power and be unmolested. Surely nothing will show up.
Tifa!
Poltergeist. Right, so they all like combine into a larger form, I think. And here we go. It looks much more fearsome than it actually is. Really, the annoying thing about it is just the way it moves around the room. So see, there's stuff in between you and it, so you have to make an effort to get up towards it to actually attack it. The ghoul. Ignoring me.
Deal with that.
Might as well assess it. Let's see here, it's got 16,000 left, close to 17,000. And just like before, just like the smaller ghost, switches between physical and ghostly forms. So we'll have to switch between physical attacks and magic attacks. Just like the other ghost, it is weak against fire.
It's on you. So it's my turn?
But other
You
magic
can do it.
will do some damage
Enjoy
too.
the ride. Go on.
But really, the best thing I have to hit it with right now is Fyra. And it's fading out of view.
Stay back.
Burn.
It doesn't really have any devastating attacks that I remember. But there, it does have that.
Don't overdo it.
Okay, let's go. I'll show you what
What
I
are
can
you
do.
two? These two just ran themselves into a corner for some reason.
Why don't you lead the
Technically, it
way?
is a flying enemy. You think that arrow might do some damage. Oh, it switched its barriers again. Ah. Nothing I hate more than stun attack. Wow, it just smashed Cloud. Is everybody? Yeah, okay. That is infuriating. Okay.
Still in it.
Get down here.
Bring it. Take it
Oh,
from here.
grab. Wow, that's not good. I forgot that it could grab. I don't remember that ever happening to me before.
This one's for you.
I remember this.
Can you take over for
My
me?
turn.
Okay. That's it.
That's the magic.
Take the lead.
Let me cut.
I wonder if you can poison a ghost.
This will hurt. Good luck.
I don't think
I'll
so.
show you what
I think
can
that did
do.
nothing. Let's try some curative magic on it.
Okay. Why don't you lead the way?
Back to being immune against all magic, so. Ah,
Okay, let's go.
beating up on Cloud a bit.
I'll take care of him. I'll take care of you.
Let's do this.
Only got him about halfway. I thought I would have hurt him more by now. Magic again?
No escape. Keep it together.
I got this.
Ooh, that pissed it off. Okay, yeah. So now we're into the second phase here. Wigging out. Those blue flames. I think I'm gonna cough again. Tickle in my throat. Okay, now Aerith's hurt. Perfect. Position, heal thyself. I'm sure I've said that before in this playthrough, but it's a long thing. Some of the material is going to be repeated.
Calling fire.
Oh, I missed
I
it.
can move.
Burn. It's on you.
Okay, let's go.
Now we can finally do some actual damage.
There.
Ah, it faded out. Nobody is particularly close to a limit, which is just as well. This guy's not really worth using a limit on.
I'm coming.
It's not that tough.
That's it.
So stunning everybody is super annoying.
Feeling chilly? You can do it.
Payback.
Ah, jeez. Whoa. Not good.
Let me handle this.
That's hurt now too.
I'll show you what I can do.
But you can't do prey, and I don't know why. Oh, I mean, she needs her. Well, let's see. She needs both those filled to do prey. Okay, she can do prey. I guess I've just been.
Stay strong, okay?
Still, that didn't help Cloud enough. Cloud
It's your
needs
turn.
Taking
more
over.
fixing up than that. Don't like anybody dropping under 1,000, particularly not in the boss fight.
Let's try that again. Deal with that.
Okay, let's go.
Honestly, this fight would be over by now if it wasn't constantly doing that barrier change thing.
I'll take care of them. Why don't you lead the way? Watch out for my wind. Walk this. Yeah, there. You're up. Here goes. Come on. Get him. Here it comes. You can do it.
I got
Give your best shot.
I'll end this.
I'd love for you to end this. Okay, I gotta be sure that it's corporeal. I can't say the friggin' word, you know what I mean. Corporeal. So that this will actually land. Let's see. So, you know, there's no point in doing it now. Because it is not corporeal. Oh, it's grab Cloud again. I don't think I've ever had this happen, and now it's happening twice.
Let's pour out the pain. Take care of this. Go on. Keep up the pressure, okay?
Okay, we can hit him physically now, so let's do it.
Nothing personal.
One more shot.
Did I do it? I did it. I don't know. I don't ever remember being grabbed like that, and it happened twice. And I didn't like having to use a limit attack on it, but whatever.
All this time, you were waiting.
So they're not
for
quite
someone.
out of the woods yet as far as this facility goes. Still some things to do and some enemies to fight.
Come on, let's get back to the crane.
Just wanted to use the bench again. So we can get back to the crane by either side. We're on this side, so we might as well just stay here. Well, I have her mithril rod, I might as well soup it up or whatever. No time like the present. with that accomplished, I might as well make her carry it. Might as well equip it. Alright, Aerith. Mithril Rod time. And Cloud, I would like to have the steel material on now. What am I going to take off for that? I guess the barrier. Give somebody else barrier. There, now Cloud has the steel option. Maybe I'll take... No, I'll keep poison on. Even though it's not very useful. Particularly in this area, it's not useful. Now look at this. Why do I even have cleansing? It's so stupid, but... Yeah, I think I'll take cleansing off and give her a barrier. Because, I mean, getting nothing out of cleansing. Alright, moving on. Or no, we can't go off through this side because it's blocked, so we have to be on the other side to go back. Good news is nothing really attacks you on the way. Just back through these rooms.
Those who lose their way out there in the dark of night will never, ever find their way back home again.
You find out eventually that she's quoting something that Marlene told her, but I'm sure Marlene's source is solid.
What if they're trapped here and can't leave?
Well, that would suck. Huh. The ghost graffiti that was here is gone now.
Just like we hoped. What a relief.
We should be able to get through now.
Let's find out.
Well, let's. See, we got some lesser drakes there that we'll have to deal with. That's the way to go, I'm assuming. Yeah, so
Here I go.
fight these drakes. I just love fighting things that aren't ghosts. It's just very satisfying to not deal with ghosts. Unfortunately, we're not completely fighting ghosts. Much as I wish that were the case.
Take the lead.
I got this.
Okay, let's see how you like it.
Go on. You'll be blown away. Sorry, but I gotta.
That doesn't seem worth it. Wait a second. Just for my own satisfaction. Right. Yeah, no point in crossing back to the middle up here, so yeah. I know you're gonna see me second guess myself and backtrack a lot. That's what I do.
We're through.
Great. Let's head outside.
Oh, they're sad we're leaving. They were having fun terrorizing us.
A girl?
Marlene?
Alright, yeah, so now she remembers Marlene telling her.
The black-winged carries away have to live in the train graveyard forever and ever. So you have to stay far, far away from there.
All right then, I will.
She's having a whole pie, it looks like.
Oh, you know Betty?
Barrett's a very permissive father.
She went with her daddy to...
I guess he has to be when he's such an absentee parent.
When is Daddy coming back?
Look, he's out on an important terrorist bombing mission, okay?
Actually, he might not make it home tonight.
Don't cry.
Marlene, what are you?
It's not really Marlene. They're messing with you, Tifa. That's what they do. They're gonna mess with Aerith in a minute.
We can't waste any more time here.
That's true, yeah. There is the whole thing of the impending disaster of the plate dropping.
Nothing you need to worry about. Let's get going.
So, I believe everything has been accomplished here. Kind of generous of them to give us another bench. Never pass up a bench. Alright, so we're on the far side now. We'll eventually have to move some trains ourselves. Oh good, more ghost shenanigans. Alright, so we have to rotate that. Just seeing if there's... Well, I've... Save that for after the fight. Okay, let's kick things off here.
It's moving.
Maybe now we can get to the other side.
And I'm sure nothing
Keep
will
your
attack.
cool.
Oh,
No
something
need to
attacked
worry.
us.
It's over. Enough. Coming through.
Out of our way.
And another gosh darn ghost. Two of them.
I'll show you what I can do. This one's for you. I'll put down ice.
Did they just counter my blizzard with their own fire spell? I don't like that one bit.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this.
This fight is a little tougher than you think, because there's like 4 of them. Or there were. I think I killed one. These things are a real pain when they're in numbers. Oh,
Here goes.
got some non-ghost enemies too. They're not tough, they're just here to make things annoying. Great, Aerith's hurt. Ah, man. Not the ghosts. Target the organic things first.
Please. Seizing the open. Let me teach him a lesson.
Cloud's hurt. This is... I mean, you'd think I was, like, not prepared or something, like that I was under-leveled. I'm not. I've done everything you're supposed to do. I haven't shirked. I haven't passed up extra fights and quests and things. I've done everything.
Deal with that.
And yet I feel like these fights are pushing me to my limit half the time. Don't get it. I know I was a little rusty when I started, but that's not an excuse anymore.
I'll show you what I can do.
Just one left,
For
luckily.
you. Get him. One more shot.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so just like in the original Final Fantasy VII, we're going to get the opportunity to move some trains. For a train graveyard, some of these things are still somewhat alive.
This path is blocked too, but we're so close I can see it.
Paths being blocked is
Hey,
just like
Do you
the
think
number
these
one thing in
trains
this
may
game.
still run?
Could give it a try.
You want to get from point A to point B, but you always have to do C, D, and E or whatever to make that possible.
Good call. Looks like it still works.
I knew it.
So yeah, we do this a couple times. Pretty simple. Looks like we got some supernatural help there. That's not ominous at all.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Huh? I think that's...
Alright, so now we're picking up on the frequency of the Shinra soldiers. And we go to a scene of some of the Turks. Rude and Reno.
You got death wish or something? Because I sure as shit don't. Not really. Small arms fire between local boys trying to defend the building.
You actually do recognize some of those people that we did see them before. Well, now our characters know for sure that the plate drop is actually happening.
They won't if Barrett and the others have anything to say about it.
Barrett and the others.
All we can do
Feels
now
like
is
so
keep
long
moving.
since we've seen them. But we're gonna see them again soon.
Please. Please let us be in
Just gotta do a little bit more, one more boss. Alright, so when we push that stuff, I believe it provided a route up there. Is there anything back here? I don't think so. No. See the pillar getting closer and closer. See a full Drake and a lesser Drake there.
Why am I not surprised?
Because that's the way Shinra does everything. Overkill. Let's see, so we drop from there. It's the only way to go. I'll be with you momentarily, dragons. Gotta do a little more train action.
Wow! Would you look at that?
Should be a chest over there, yep. The music has gone from ghostly to urgent, as befitting the situation. Alright, let's fight some drakes.
Coming through.
Out our way.
Brilliant drake. Now I know just what to do with you. Or wait, Cloud's not the one that has it.
Let me handle this. Watch
Aerith
yourself.
is.
So it's my turn?
This one's for you. Go on.
Maybe take out the lesser drake first.
Enjoy the ride. Gotta go for it now.
When we get out of here, we're going to give
One more shot.
that arrow. We're going to give the arrow material to Cloud so he can use it when he's in the pillar.
make it quick.
He's got some annoying flying Shinra soldiers he has to deal with.
It's your turn now.
I've got this.
There. Ride. That's a win.
How's everybody looking? Okay. Stay on top of it. So easy for me to get turned around, but I think this is the way. I think this is the next thing we're moving, right? Must be, because I would have smashed these. Indulge me for a moment here while I check my area. But yeah. We came from here, opened up this path, fought the drakes, and this is the way to go. I think this is the last time we have to move a train. I hope so. So this is going to provide a route up top.
Thanks.
Let's go.
And we're very close to the boss in leaving this area. And I want to remember at a certain point to steal from the boss so I can steal a weapon of Aerith's. Can't go in there, can we? No. This must be it. Once again, the game's fairly generous here, giving us yet another bench so that we're, you know, completely replenished for this boss fight. I don't have much money. If I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, then again, no. I'm gonna get sued by Bernie Taupin. Alright, only thing to do is go into this fight. It's not a particularly difficult fight, it's just like most boss fights, you know, you have to pick your moments and your
Almost
spots
there.
and
Come on.
watch out for some of the stronger attacks, and it has, you know, at least 2 different phases once you get it past a certain amount of health. It's been interesting, it's another it's the final ghostly enemy. Oh, first it briefly abducts Aerith. So first we have to
The kids that the Black
watch
Moon
this little
carries
bit.
away have to live in the train graveyard forever and ever.
Little flashback for Aerith to her childhood. These ghosts really go for maximum trauma. They torture you with your own memories.
You're just trying to help, aren't you?
That's not really the feeling I'm getting, but sure, Aerith, since you see the good in everyone. That's Aerith's favorite song by Sloan. The 1996 album, One Chord to Another. The good in everyone. Hi, Cat.
So what? The one that what? Is this the one that captured or, you know, trapped the children's spirits here? Again, it's not exactly made clear. And how did these children die anyway?
Are you ready?
Because now Aerith's having some sort of flashback to her own childhood of playing
Well,
hide and seek and getting kind of like forgotten about.
I'm ready now. Me too. Found you. No way. We found you.
You got me. Hey, where's Eric?
See, at least they're looking for her. So she's a bit different from Cloud, who was just basically shunned and ignored by the children he grew up with. Aerith was friends with these kids, and they were looking for her. She just hid a little too well, I guess. I was never that kid who was so gifted at hiding that people couldn't find me. You know, when we got a little older, we played, you know, the game Seek and Destroy, which was basically sort of like a capture the flag type deal in our neighborhood late at night. My plan was never to just to find a good hiding spot and hunker down. It was always just sort of keep moving.
Aerith!
Oh, here we go. Weird ghost chariot boss.
Hey, we found you.
I guess you did.
Wonderful. Let's fight.
Let's go.
Pretty cool boss. Nice design. Usually I like to hit him in the back, but because you can cripple the wheels if you do enough damage to one. Okay, so he's got a pretty long reach with that weapon. Plus he's got that laser. Elagor.
Keep it together.
Let's go. Go on.
Flatten for lab.
Come on.
Let's assess Elagor. Wins in the air, yeah, obviously. He's got over 30,000 HP. So that's like 12,000 more than the last boss. A ghastly fiend that haunts the trade graveyard and feeds on human fear to grow stronger. Alright, so I guess the idea maybe is that we defeat this thing, we set free the spirits that are trapped here. It's not made entirely clear. I'm gonna start using barrier, why the hell not? Nobody's close to a limit, so... Both Tifa was at her limit in the same fight that Cloud used his, but since she didn't use it, it just leaves, which sucks. Wish you could just save it. Right, also I have to remember the Cloud can steal, but I think it helps if you soften it up a little first. First few stealing attempts probably won't work. Tifa's a little busted up.
Don't overdo it.
All set. I'll take care of them.
Not yet.
Get him. Damn it. Tagging out.
Taking over.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to hit the wheel at the right angle, otherwise you just bounce off like that. Hell, I'll try to steal, but I don't think it'll work this early. Oh, how about that? First try. Not too shabby. You know, somebody might hit their limit. This thing does deal out a good amount of damage. It can hit pretty hard. Especially with that damn laser.
It's on you. I'm
coming.
Nice. It's gonna start flying
Come on,
soon.
team.
Leave it to me.
When it's staggered, it's always a good idea to switch to Cloud for maximum damage. They don't stay staggered long.
Bring it. This one's for you.
Alright, it's already in its next phase. So now it would be prudent
Together.
All
to
set.
hit it with
I'll
some
take care of them.
arrow magic.
Cut! How do we hurt it? Hit it with magic.
It'll bounce right off. Gotta deal with the barrier first.
Gotta stay.
I missed. I got nailed.
This might be it.
I've been dying to see you.
I don't know how effective these things, such chocobo removal are against a flying enemy. I suppose we'll find out.
Just taking a little break.
Help Aerith out.
Deal with that.
Let's go.
Maybe Moogle Blast can hit it from a distance.
Good luck.
Ah, what has happened to Aerith? The last time I tried to hit it,
That's it. One more shot. Get him.
okay, let's actually hit it this time. Last time did not land.
Watch out for high winds. Why don't you lead the way?
I can't seem to land that. Yeah, it was still there. Give it another Moogle Blast. I want this thing on the ground for when
I got this.
the summon spell ends, so they can actually hit it, but
It's on
it
you.
doesn't seem
I'll show
likely,
you
does
what I
it?
can do.
Oh, we're not in very good shape.
Steady.
Okay, it's on the ground,
This
good.
one's for you.
I'm trying, but I can't.
Just smacked Aerith. I was gonna do Prey, but apparently that'll have to wait.
Deal with that. Still it.
Okay, it's on the ground, so this should hit it. Maybe not a devastating attack, but every bit helps. Pretty good.
We got it.
Aerith is still stunned. She's gonna get killed if I can't move her in a minute. How long is this supposed to last? Jesus. Hey.
I'll take care of you.
Back in
Can
the
you
air.
take over for me? Won't miss.
Did it deflect that, or that was just a separate attack that hit Tifa? No, we're hurting it, as you can see.
I won't let you
Back on the
down.
ground. Ah, watch that.
You're up. I'm coming. Bless them with your love and grace.
Okay, this is well timed.
Tagging out.
I got this.
Bring it. Gotta stay.
Got about halfway.
Okay, let's go. Back off.
Didn't hurt it very much.
Getting really sleepy.
I'll show you what I can do.
So irritating.
Can't keep eyes.
Aerith, too. That's no problem. Fly again.
It's on you.
Aerith is still stunned.
Good morning, guys.
Okay. Now, please let this land for once. I'm pretty sure my previous attempts both missed. It's still, so...
Everything's spinning.
Jesus, we're getting hurt again.
Don't give up.
Pretty strong attack. Not in great shape.
We gotta switch it out. Here goes. Sorry.
Staggered again, so much for healing.
Take him down.
I'll take care of this. Finish him off.
Enough.
Okay. Get him.
Okay. Wasn't able to take advantage of that as much, but at least I managed to get the healing in. Which I suppose is the important thing.
It's on you.
Let me handle this.
Oh, I remember this.
Cloud! Look out!
Teamwork. Oh, right. Don't get sucked in.
I'll take care of him.
Oop.
Give me your best shot. That's it. One more shot.
Not flying yet, but I feel like as soon as I switch from Aerith,
Gotta
it will.
dig deep for this one. It's your turn.
I got this.
See that she's at her limit. We don't need it just yet.
Stay back.
That can all change in a couple seconds, of course. Move.
Keep it together.
Okay, let's go. Here goes.
Okay, might as well not take chances. Healing wind
Stay
again.
strong and carry on. You've got this.
Let's do this.
Is he airborne again? Not yet. Ah, jeez.
No more games.
Now Tifa's at
It's
her
over.
limit. Might as well take advantage.
Giving it my all. Yeah. Come on. It's on you. I'll take care of him.
Hang back. Calling lightning.
Gotta sting.
Hard to hit him with spells when he's on the move like that. Please don't let that hit.
Go on.
Wearing him down.
Stay back.
Don't overdo it.
Let me. Good luck. I'll show you what I can do. This one's tagging out.
Let's do this.
I'll take care of you. That's
Buzz
it.
off.
Can we just stay still? This would... Oh man, just really hurt Cloud. Nearly killed Cloud.
All set. Stay strong. I'm coming.
This is a rare instance. All three of us are going to use our limits in this
Keep
fight.
up
Oh,
the
perfect.
pressure,
Staggered.
okay? Bring it.
Perfect opportunity.
Let's dance, asshole.
One more shot.
Well, it's a dramatic way of finishing it. Eligor defeated.
And you can go to hell.
What? Extra somersault? Coming up.
Let's go.
Nicely done. So it took about just an hour and 20 minutes to get through. So yeah, I guess all the spirits are free now, because we killed Eligor, who perhaps had them trapped.
It's that ghost.
So long.
Okay, we don't have time to gaze. Like, literally every second counts here, people. Ready? Let's go. Everything seems nice and calm for the moment.
We made it!
Somehow those helicopters beat us here. Okay, again, we don't have time for reflecting. We just gotta throw ourselves into this situation. Come on. There's our man. And Jesse, we haven't seen you in a long time. Get your leg healed up.
You are surrounded. Stand down and surrender to public security immediately. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists. Resist and we will use lethal force. I repeat.
Jesse and Wedge too. Or Biggs and Wedge, sorry.
Resist and we will use lethal force.
Now, of course, in the original game, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse all die in the pillar. And I dreaded coming here at this point the first time I played the game, because, you know, now we've gotten, you know, so much more characterization, so much more time spent, so much more details and personalities revealed about Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. The thought of them dying here and now is just a real bummer. So we won't say what happens yet. We'll take them as they come. But I will say that what happens to Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse is similar, but not completely the same as in the original game.
Just like that.
Although by the time this game is finished, by which I just mean this first version, Final Fantasy VII Remake, by the time that it's concluded, you're not entirely sure about the fate of everyone. Let's see here, there's nothing really to look at or do, just move on. Since Cloud's going to go up alone, we're going to have to also take some time to check his equipment and materia, because we're going to take some precautions here, because fighting on your own is always dicey. When it's just you, when it's just one character, even a fairly, you know, harmless-looking fight can go bad quickly. I've learned that the hard way before. Oh, right, of course, this shit first. Not at all present in the original game. I forgot about this. This is super annoying. I just want to get right to the pillar. But no, we gotta go through this rigmarole again. Feels like a million years since we fought them, but it's the same deal.
We have to get past.
There's like a main purple one that needs to be killed.
Right.
Enigmatic Spectre. In order to damage him, there he is, the Enigmatic Spectre, but you should kill the mysterious ones first. That leaves him vulnerable. So let's just get through this. You don't need, there's not really any technique involved. Just hit them with everything you have, get through it. I mostly stick on Cloud. There, the Enigmatic Spectre has been damaged. While he's down, hit him.
it's eventually revealed, and I'll do a mild spoiler here, that these things are some sort of agents of fate, and they're here to make sure that, like, events play out the way they're supposed to. So that seems to suggest that, like, the pillar just has to come down. It's fated to come down for some reason. That for some reason, for the order of the universe to work properly, the pillar has to come down. So here they are, making sure that we don't stop that from happening. It's irritating. I had to plug in my controller. That's also irritating, because I'll have to move where I'm sitting. Come on, don't get me. Man, how long does this go on? I better do that now. I can't have it happen to me mid-fight or I'll be screwed. That's why, I'm not moving properly right now. I'm trying to grab the cord to plug in my controller. Hence Tifa attacking a wall. Is that even in right?
I'll show you what I can do.
Let's do this.
What's left? Okay, yeah, sorry. I was not looking, hence, once again, my character's looking like they're blind. But now I've repositioned myself, and I'm back in it. Okay, another one's gone. Man, it still has so much HP. Cloud doing his usual thing when I select triple slash. He will never stay on one target. He always feels the need to spread it out. I mean, sometimes that is useful, but most of the time he does it and I don't want him to. But you can't do anything about it.
So it's my turn?
This is all that's left, right? Dagger, good.
Leave it to me.
Sorry, but I got it. One more shot!
Open up on him. Through this shit. Yeah, now he's very easy to hurt. Bet it won't last.
This one's for you!
Pour it on. Did that do it? Good. Thank goodness.
There's too many.
Man, I thought doing this at night might attract an audience, but I guess I've been off too long. Just as well. Nothing that can be done here, I believe. The only thing to do is go forward. Finally, we reunited with some of our friends.
What you got? Come on!
Even from down here, we can hear Barrett's dulcet tones.
That's Barrett.
In the original game, Wedge's fall basically kills him. He doesn't die on impact. You get a chance to talk to him, but you know he's done for. None of Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse are dead when you leave them in the original game, but they're very hurt. And whether or not they could have survived is all made academic when the pillar comes down.
I have to go back.
But things play out differently here.
Stop. Stay with Wedge. I'm going up.
Sure.
I'm going too. I can still fight. Biggs, they were shooting at me and
Wedge, please. Let Cloud handle it.
Don't worry, I'll patch him up.
Hang on, guys! Help is coming!
Wedge, listen to me. You stay here with them. About time you showed up, Mark.
Well, I've had a lot going on.
Gotta do my part to clear the path before you steal the show.
Everyone has a part to play. Okay, so we're going to take some precautions here. So like I said, the fighting on your own is perilous. So I'm just going to take everything off, well, I'll leave a Frit on, obviously. And we're going to see the best way of doing this. The maxed out lightning, because I think having the lightning element is good, because we're going to fight some mechanical things. And there's the maxed healing, so that's good too. We want him to have the best stuff. Or wait, I want him to have wind. Where is that? There's wind. Take it off Aerith. Now, is auto cure here? Because I think that would be a good thing. Yes, auto cure. Right. So my spells are lightning, healing, and wind. So not much offense, but just trying to do what I can to ensure. Let's see here. Cloud's Hard Edge. Not much I can do. There's a 13 is enough to maybe do one. Attack up seems like the best thing. Attack power 8. Might as well. Alright. So I wish I could make him carry more stuff. I mean, he's got a studded bracer which only has 2 slots. And that brings it way down. Of course, what the other people were wearing were mithril armlets. And that brings defense way down too. And also still, oh, so what actually has more slots? The Calignus bracelet, but it brings my stats down significantly. I'm just gonna have to go with what I've got. Not thrilled, I wish I could carry more materia. I'm just hoping that auto cure will kick in when I need it to. Because like I said, these fights are not particularly tough, but whenever you're fighting just one character, even 2, because Tifa will eventually join me, it's tricky. It's deceptively tricky, and I'm not gonna get caught this time. I've been caught before in this sort of situation. Hey, this is yeah.
I'm getting sick of this. Don't they have anything better?
Do these guys have an exit strategy? Or do they even know the full plan that the pillar's supposed to come down? Because they are in the pillar. What's wrong with these people? It's like they want to survive. I don't get it. One thing at a time. See, I'm already kind of hurt. See? Already kind of hurt. I don't like that one bit.
Right.
Gotta be a little more strategic in my approach here, because I'm outnumbered in every fight. Here I don't mind him spreading the triple slash around. It actually works to my advantage, but sometimes it's super irritating if he doesn't do it. He does do it.
Nothing to it.
Right, so this is where we can really make use of these potions. I want us pretty much healed between every fight. As I said, this can all go to hell so quickly, and I'm not going to get caught off guard again. It's just not going to happen. No effing way. It's got a long way to go here. Lots of fights. Oh, that's the way I came. What's good about this is the only way to go really is up. And if a way is blocked, another way isn't too far. Shield guy is great.
Coming! Don't think you're gonna get away with this! You're mine!
Okay, that's not who I want you to target, Cloud. Stay on the Grenadier, get him out of it.
Keep away! There! Scared now? Calling lightning. Yeah, that's that.
Okay, one-on-one, I can handle that. Just have to hit him in the back when he shoots. Come on. Too
I'll
tough?
show you. Using force! That'll do.
Yeah.
I'll finish you.
Stupid shield.
You're
I've got a lot of ethers, so I guess... I can just take my time with this guy. Oh, he actually hit me. Well done.
You're out of your league. There's no escape.
Escape is really not on my to-do list.
No way.
I was a bit greedy in throwing that last hit, which he always blocked. There. Not so tough now.
Not bad.
Knew there was a chest here.
Give me a break.
Now what? Ah. Get out of my reach. Ah. Now that is annoying. Nothing like getting stunned when you don't have anybody else to flip to. I'm into my range, thank you. They're in my range, they're no problem. But they know to get out of it.
There. Nothing to it.
Keep an eye on that MP. Alright, so that's that. Continue up. See the central pillar from here. And our first dramatic supposed death scene. Luckily these things leave. Like, what are they telling me? That Biggs is supposed to die? That's his fate? Fuck you.
Biggs.
There goes the PS4 again, having another heart attack.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge? Don't worry, he'll bounce back. That's good.
Now here we don't have an option of things to say. In the original, he says something like, I'm glad I got to talk to you one last time. You can say something like, don't say last, or is that so? I go with the nice don't say last thing.
Pretty bad up
I
there.
say, is that so? He's just like, huh, so expected from a jerk like you. He doesn't say that, but you know. But anyway. Oh, I do get a choice here. Don't let it be for nothing. So I could say, what about you? But I'm going to stay on task here. I won't.
I won't. You're a good man.
You're embarrassing me.
Comfort.
Hey, I meant it, ma'am. So it's left a bit ambiguous here. Is Jesse, or no, I mean, if Biggs dies or falls unconscious.
It's an orphanage.
Now we find out, yeah, that he has a connection to the Leaf House.
The kids, they're great. I used to visit. That you'll have to do yourself. Let me guess. Not a fan of kids.
Pretty Cloud's here. Cloud's like, yeah, no, I'm not.
But you have so much in common.
Yes, Cloud's always had a childlike innocence, hasn't he?
Good luck, Cloud.
So, I mean, if you played the first game,
Is in your hands.
I feel like a thumbs up is kind of a weird final gesture, but hey. So, as you said, in the first game, there's no doubt that if Biggs doesn't die right here after our little talk, that he dies definitely when the pillar comes down. But maybe not this time? Well, we'll let that play out as they do. Sorry, Biggs. So as usual, they always make it so you can't just keep running up. I have to go to the other side. Cross my dying, possibly dead friend. Harsh. So that's the way to go. I don't think there's anything over here. I think the only attraction on this level is Biggs. Alright, so up we go. See some other corpses here. Both sides. Alright, so yeah, now we got some flying assholes, which is why we gave Cloud Arrow. Because Arrow really fucks them up. Did that miss him? Because it did not fuck him up. Where's the other one? Let's try this again. Hell, we'll go for the big one. And I got knocked out of it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look, I could die here. I could die. You know what? This is a special occasion. I'm using an elixir.
Second win.
Assholes.
Storm's coming. You're mine.
Okay. Oh, of course. Right out of reach. Now you're gonna get one. We'll just do ordinary arrow for you.
Let's do this.
See, that was desperate. I was nearly killed just by two stupid punks like that. And it's only gonna get tougher as we go, so just really gotta be mindful. Felt really weird using an elixir, but I think I chose right. Still got two more. Hell, I'll play an entire Final Fantasy and never actually use an elixir. I'm just very thrifty with stuff like that. And by the time I finish a Final Fantasy and I'm in the final boss fight, I've got all these like X potions and elixirs and things, and I barely use them. Even when there's, you know, nothing left to save them for. Gotta be careful because there's more. Okay, let's handle the ground guys first. Because they're easy enough to cut through. And once again, look how quickly they bring me down.
Not looking good.
It's ridiculous. Put some distance between them and me.
Feeling good.
Target the ground guys first, Cloud. Stop spreading that out and just kill them. Are they both dead? Okay, they're both dead.
don't like that at all. Just how much trouble they're putting me in. Just gotta stay vigilant. No going up there. So obviously I saw the way to go and then double back with these assholes putting me in such trouble. I haven't even met up with Tifa yet. Jeez. Come on. Again, I don't get it. It's not like I've shirked. I've leveled properly. I haven't skipped fights or quests or anything, so what? My equipment's good, my abilities are good. I just don't remember having this much trouble. It's annoying, I'll tell you that. Anything else here? Time for a little showdown with Reno. Reno's such an asshole. One thing that I came to realize in the years since Final Fantasy VII, and as internet stuff got more popular, and it was that, and I've said this in previous episodes, I've just never understood that the Turks seem to have such a following. Like, a lot of people that are Final Fantasy fans or Final Fantasy VII fans really like the Turks. I mean, they're fine, but they're just, they're just another kind of bad guy. Okay, so Shinra has like sort of a special unit and they're pricks in suits, whatever. I've never gotten their appeal. I've never found them interesting or cool. They're just there. And yet I can only imagine their popularity has probably only grown with this new iteration for this game. But I mean, they're assholes and they're murderers. These guys both talk about how it's not their style, but they are the ones who are going to drop the pillar. Yeah, that's right. I put a beating on you in the church.
First class asshole. Gotcha now! You think I know where to run?
And what's up with that auto cure I put on? I know you need to have your, like, meter full for it to work, but it never kicked in for me once.
Not good.
You've just got infinite ammo code going there. Doesn't fit with Rude's sense of fair play.
Throw down your weapon and surrender. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists.
Blah, blah, blah.
Screw this cheap-ass play.
What? That's you, alright.
Get down!
Nice.
Thank you.
Is this where we take control of Aerith for a bit?
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
Wedge, this is not the time to get down on
I'm
yourself.
sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them.
Go. Follow your heart.
Very Aerith thing to say.
Aerith. There's a bar in the center of town, Seventh Heaven. I need you to...
Get Marlene to safety, right? It's okay. I'll find her.
Huh? Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Consider it done. Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass. Come on. Seventh Heaven is this way.
Wedge, wait!
Alright, so now we're Aerith.
You guys can't
There's not
stay
really any
here.
need to... She's not going to do any fighting, so you don't really need to, check her equipment or materia or anything. Oh, remember these two. The nice guy and the mean
You
guy.
don't let these people through. Back off. It's not gonna
Mean guy says no.
Wedge!
I mean, these guys don't seem to realize that, Shinra's plan is to kill everybody, including them, but...
Not to anyone
No, Wedge,
up
this is
there
not the
or
time.
down here.
Man up.
That's not true, Wedge.
I've known you for
Don't
5
give up
seconds,
hope
and I know you're awesome.
We could still save a lot of lives.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you? I want to believe that we can still win somehow. But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning. Just this feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But that's no excuse to give up. I don't want to look back one day and wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything I could.
Oh, man. That's a good pep talk. Fires Wedge right up. There we go.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make tonight. Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die.
Finally, some backbone.
Close it! No, sir! I will not obey that order! This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly! You can't just...
And if you want to stay at your post and die, go right
Wedge,
ahead.
Seventh Heaven is just down this road, isn't it?
Head straight and look right. You can't miss it.
What's
Don't worry about me.
All right, I'll get these people to safety.
those thumbs up, they make more sense. Alright, so let's go back to installment 8 million of... All I have to do is get to the center. Okay, I can see it. There it is. No problem.
You will have to get out of Sector 7, now, please!
Oh, it's the old bat.
Slow down. Do you know what's going on? What do they want with a pill?
Take a
There's
guess.
still time, but...
They're going to drop a plate on us?
Yes.
Those sons of bitches! What good do they think that'll do?
Feel free to cry about it later.
Really, now is not the time to wonder why. It's just to get the hell out of here.
Ah, good thinking. Up to it. Avalanche, I take it?
Just a friend.
Well, close enough.
Tell Tifa to lay low. We'll take care of things here.
Laying low is not Tifa's style. Alright. So they all run down that way. And we'll eventually have to go that way. Because, oh look, there's the bar. No problem.
What are you doing here? Get out!
That's it.
And true to form. Oh look, the way is blocked. I'll have to find another route. I've never seen that happen in this game before. Although it's quite dramatic this time. Helicopter crash. Wondering if it's going to smash onto the bar, but a little bit of luck.
We need water! Hurry! The fire's spreading!
Yeah, no, it's not time to put out fires. It's time to just evacuate. Okay. No going that way.
I need to find another way to get there.
That seems familiar.
Gotta get through. Gotta find a way. Finally!
Not that way either.
Hold on.
I think that was the girl who sent Cloud looking for the cat.
I know it
But
must
maybe I'm
hurt,
not remembering properly.
but you've got to be brave now, okay?
The 3 white cats. Great, another distraction. Well, I'm trying to save a little girl. I can't let another one die.
I'll take you to her. Ready? Mm-hmm.
Once again, we're pretty lucky that Aerith is like the exact type of person like a small child would trust when they're scared.
Almost there, okay?
You know, there's nobody that like kids like really young kids would trust as a stranger more than say like a pretty young woman like Aerith. You idiots really shouldn't be hanging out there. Like, what are those two doing?
Come on, we've got to go too.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
We can get through this. We just have to work together. Get to Walmart now. It's too
Really, all that's needed is run.
This way.
The plate's gonna drop, so get to an area outside of that radius.
Can you take care of her?
Of course.
Betty, I've been looking everywhere for you.
There's Father of the Year.
Daddy!
Well, he's still better father than Barrett. Oh.
You'll be fine.
I mean, Barrett is trying to keep the plate from dropping in the first place, but still. Okay.
Stop! That way's already.
I can't go that way.
Please, I need to get through. This is it, isn't it?
Everybody's...
Almost there.
No, that's the way I came.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's supposed to happen though. Okay, right. Because you're saying...
After all,
I probably commented on this before, but we hadn't seen him. Is that at least... And I realize that it's difficult to tell the age of certain characters in the original game because of the way the graphics were, and also because Sang was never in one of the cutscenes. But I always pictured him as probably at least like in his 40s, maybe even like 50. Now, I'm not saying it's just because he knew Aerith when she was a kid that I thought he was older. Because, I mean, Aerith's 23, it wasn't that long ago that she was a kid at all. I'm just saying, I always thought he was, you know, a bit older than the other Turks. But he looks quite young in this game. He looks like he's maybe 30.
Okay.
But, anyway. We'll get a good look at him in a
Hold
moment.
on, Marlene. I'm coming for you.
Marco. Marco. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
You're Marlene, right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Tifa's.
That sounds like an obvious lie. You're a kidnapper.
Where is she?
Right now, she's with Cloud and the others.
Daddy too?
You mean Barrett? Yep, he's there too.
Well, she does seem to know people's names.
Wait, Daddy's not coming home?
Not yet. That's why I came to find you. Tifa asked me to. She said, take care of Marlene. The thing is, this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer, okay?
And luckily it's
Are
Aerith.
they gonna destroy the bar?
Imagine if Cloud had to come down here and convince her.
Destroy her house?
I mean, luckily she's a small child and he could just pick her up, but I think she'd probably be terrified out of her mind. But Aerith has a very calming influence on children.
I know it's hard. Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together. Anywhere. Shall we go?
Really isn't time for this. And what does that mean? I thought Cloud was the only one that had those weird flashes. Oh, I would not have this much patience.
You smell nice.
Oh?
Like a flower.
Now this will make Aerith feel good. It's a nice little touch. it's not in the original game, that she gets to see the flower that she gave Cloud. But they leave it. I would have taken it as like a good luck charm, but oh well. She's a flower, she's a florist. I guess she figures plenty more to come where that came from.
Come on.
Right, so now we'll get a good look at Sang here. Well, I used to sometimes call Sung, even though clearly there is no U. For some reason I used to picture it a U. EU. Or maybe UE, I don't know. But here he comes. And again, he looks significantly younger than I imagined him. Might have mentioned this before, but in like the official art book I have, it mentions, it has like character profiles. And I agree with most of the ages, except for Sid. It says Sid is 32, which would actually make him younger than Barrett, who's 35. I mean, it was always clear to me that Sid was quite a bit older than the rest of the characters, at the very least in his 40s. So, but I mean, the rest basically check out the official ages. You got Tifa at like 20, Cloud at 21, Aerith at 23, Barrett 35,
okay?
Red 13 is, I think, 48, which they say makes him like have basically the same amount of maturity as a 16-year-old human. Bogenhaven is like well past 100. I can't wait to see him in this game. Well, not this game, but you know, future installments. And this is a floating guy that literally had like no legs. I don't know why I mentioned he's not a playable character, but I just know that they point out that he's really old. Right, so she says, I'll make a deal. Basically anything to get her out of there safely. Meanwhile, we'd like to assume that all this time, Reno has just been leaning on the trigger here, trying to shoot Cloud with his infinite ammo code.
Stairs.
Here comes Tifa, another player has entered the game. And Rude is like, either his crush on Tifa or his disbelief in fair play. I understand why Rude be into Tifa, they're both fighters.
What the hell?
Both hand-to-hand martial artists.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
Damn it! You want to explain yourself, partner?
So, you know.
Where's Eric?
I sent her to Southern Heaven to get more ammo.
Alright.
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
We can
over
still
here.
stop this. Right? Then let's go.
And where do you think you're going? You're done.
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit.
He says that, but he's totally not. In fact, he's quite frustrated. I gotta check Tifa's stuff in a minute here. Now we're definitely gonna take some unnecessary shots here while I run around and see, for instance, that's the way to go, but I wonder, is there something that, you know, is that I missed that I could get on this floor? You're hitting Cloud.
Keep it together.
I got this. Finish him off.
Right, I need to... Yeah, I know. That's actually the way to go, isn't it? So it was necessary to come this way. I think we would have found the stairs blocked. Okay, nothing there. Okay, I just need to check Tifa's stuff. What you got, Tifa? You also have lightning. Barrier. We're gonna get poison out of there. And give her healing as well. Is this one Aerith has? Yeah, we'll take Aerith. We'll probably won't get the opportunity to use any summon, but still. Let's check the Sonic Strikers. Maybe that's what she should be wearing now. 56. So let's take a look here. Get the metal knuckles. Oh no, that would be way down. So yeah, that'll wait. So we'll keep the metal knuckles on.
What's up, guys?
I don't think he can hit us here. Alright, get to that ladder.
You still want some more?
Blah blah blah, Reno. I guess the longer I delay, the more he'll melt off.
If this is how you want to play it, that's fine by me.
I won't give up.
It's on you.
Oh, let's go. Bring it. Ha. Back off. Good luck.
Together.
See ya.
Come on, wherever the hell you are!
Is that the way to go? Once again, I just feel the need to
Stay sharp.
You don't
be
need to
thorough and kill everything. But I gotta keep an eye on us.
Deal with that.
all set. Come on. One miss. Ha.
Dead? Very good.
Gotcha.
Steady.
Bring it.
Come back in range, you
It's
bastard.
on you.
My turn.
Can't shoot through that. Okay, good. I feel like this is a waste of MP, but I don't feel like waiting for it to come back into
I don't
range
know
either.
about you, but I'm over this shit.
You say that, but you're clearly not, because you're repeating yourself.
Man, you suck at hiding.
Not hiding.
See where I can see ya.
Tough, but doable.
Ah, shield guys. Okay, this is where things can get tricky. I have to be careful here. This could easily go bad. Okay. Oh, he's down, smack him.
Bring it.
That damn shield. Come on. Okay. One is manageable.
Don't overdo it.
Turn your back on me.
Come on.
Let's do
I'll
this.
just switch between him every time he turns his back on the character.
I see you.
I know, and I'm taking hits, but
Save us all some time and give
okay,
up.
this is ridiculous. Move, 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 move. Jesus. Okay. That's irritating. That's the way to go.
If this is how
Is
you
there anything
wanna
over
play
here?
it, that's fine by me.
Let's do this.
These assholes.
Keep it together.
Let me handle this.
Get in range.
Bring it. Ha. Ha. Yeah.
My turn. Let's finish this.
Okay. Everything's going fine.
What's up, guys?
That's probably the way to go. Yep.
Yeah, you better run.
Dead end, nothing? Okay. Up we go. It's almost Jesse time.
What was that?
Explosions! The queen of explosions.
So, how'd you guys rate my latest and greatest design? 11 out of 10?
Oh, I love you. Jessie, my steampunk princess.
Today's your unlucky day, because I never miss.
Except when phantoms of fate are interfering, apparently, because they want me to die. I don't know. Anyway, we gotta move. Alright, so there's a couple tricky fights coming up again, though. Just need to be cognizant of. Just shouldn't pose any real threat. Just have to stay on top of things. Okay.
Make way, coming through.
Once one is dead, it becomes pretty manageable. Okay, there. Every time he turns his back, the character hits him.
What?
Seems to be full on the top floor.
Huh? Our guys are seriously struggling to take down these assholes?
We're still fighting somebody. Who are we fighting? This has happened before. Where is this enemy?
Whatever you think.
There he is.
Keep him busy, will ya?
Yeah, I hear your running dialogue.
Calling wind.
Ow! We're still in a fight. Okay. Funny, I didn't see these guys arrive. Some hits there. Might as well use the rest of these potions. Hell, I'll use a couple ethers too. Probably not necessary, but... Okay, let's go. Getting close. Oh boy. I want these guns taken care of first, then we can focus on the guy. And I hit the wrong guy. Oh well, while he's down. I didn't kill him. I was really hoping that it would... Oh well, we almost got him anyway. Okay. Still alive? Jesus, die you prick. Staggered him twice. Okay. Keep us close to another...
I got this.
Too easy. Gotta sting. All set.
Now, is this gonna land? That's the question. Yep. Nicely done.
There. Bring it. It's on you.
Hang back. Pow! Going in.
Okay. I think that fight did me in before. As embarrassing as that is, I think that's what happened. But we're not going to talk about that. Heal up and keep moving. Move, move, move. We're getting close. Chest, haven't seen one of these in a long time. Ah, look at that. That makes up for the elixir I used. Cannot go that way. Can't go up there. Ah, that's the way. Now would be a bad time to get shot by a helicopter. We've gotten pretty high up. Nice view. This won't be our only time climbing a pillar in this game. I much prefer the second time. This time's fine too, though. Jessie.
Jesse!
Now, it's really sad thinking that Jessie, and she says something similar in the first game, that she thinks that basically she had this coming because of people dying in the bomb she used. And it's so much worse in this game, of course, because we all know that her bomb didn't actually kill anybody, and that it was the actions of Shinra later that augmented the explosion and made her think that it was her own actions, hence that whole side mission we took to the plate to change the blasting gauge and blah blah blah.
Now gets to hear my last words. Lucky me.
Like hell they're your last.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. They were my bombs. They were all my victims. I had it coming.
That's been heartbreaking.
My hero. So gentle.
Just try to hang on.
So dramatic.
So, quite different from the first time. Even though, as far as we know, maybe Biggs is dead and she's going to die, but Wedge isn't even in the pillar. So, at this point I was just thinking, is Biggs dead? Did he die? Is Wedge going to wind up in the pillar? You know. Good Garth special. Oh, and hers is so much sadder than Biggs's.
You owe me a pizza.
That's right.
With all those weird ingredients that I've never heard of.
I don't think...
Yeah, I deprived you of this last time. I mean, last time? There was no last time. What am I talking about? This never happened before. I don't know what you're talking about. There it is.
Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know.
So unlike the others, they seem to make it really clear that she's expired, but who knows?
Jessie.
I will say that once this game is over, this first installment, or whatever you want to call it, her fate is unclear. Although it doesn't look good. Whereas it could be different for the other two, but we're not gonna talk right now. We've got things to do. Goodbye, my steampunk princess. There's literally nowhere else to go on this floor, so we just try to shake it off and go up. Where the hell is Barrett? Never pass up a bench. I don't think there's anything really. The potions are always good. At least we earned some money. I was almost broke last time I checked. So we've at least gotten some money from those fights. Really cut down into the potions. I mean, there's no point in buying them at this point in the game. They're not that useful. Already got all this stuff. The survival vest is $5 grand. Seems like it might be worth it though. But we don't have it. So, except for this floor and the sad, solemn music. Ah, there's the man.
I ain't done with you yet.
Long time no see, Bear. Even as the sunglasses off, so you know it's serious. Tifa. We've been dodging that chopper all the way here. Let's hide behind these things that look like they're highly explosive.
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the credit roll.
Oh, that's cute. You still think you're the leading man.
So we gotta keep moving if we want to make it that far. You ready?
Yep.
You know, it's not even 5 o'clock here, and I can hear birds chirping outside. I mean, people talk about the early bird. That really is ridiculous. So we're at the top. Here we go. Time for a confrontation with the Turks. I mean, seriously, birds. It's still dark out. It's really distracting hearing bird song at a time like this. Should have closed the window, but I don't know. Lost track of time.
You. It's nothing personal, bitch.
It seems like adding the word bitch made it personal. But that's just me. So yeah, they are intent on dropping the plate.
You're next, asshole.
Sorry, losers. Gotta play for keeps today. No time to dick around.
Dick around is like literally all you do. And mouth off while you do it. But yeah, sure, Reno's a cool character.
Confirmation. Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Cut his damn head off.
Yeah, coming right up. No, you don't. Not when I'm working.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Press it.
No time to like check any of Barrett's stuff. We just have to just gonna dive right into it. Not cool.
Yeah, we can run it away, baby.
Man, that packs a punch. The only...
No choice, huh? I guess I ain't got one.
Bring it home.
The only spell that Barrett has right now is Raise. Kind of sad. Yeah, see, all your weird combos and combo breakers and stuff aren't that effective when you've got multiple people to deal with, are they, Reno? That's still pretty tough, I'll give him that. What the hell is he? Pretty hard to hurt. Doesn't like that though. That has such a wide radius. Not cool.
Deal with that.
Oh, I hate that.
Stubborn little shitbirds, ain't you?
Another half of it. Of course, here comes your bald life partner.
Prepping for a bombing run. I'm coming.
Say what? I see you're doing whatever the hell you want.
Well, he saw you getting your ass kicked, so he thought he'd have to intervene.
Heads up, guys. Don't overdo it.
Yes, it's my turn.
Oh, look who's back.
Give them hell.
Okay, let's
I have another triple slash. Like the last one so much. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that again. Yeah, I forgot. An old present from the original game.
I got it. Bring it. Yeah. Give your best shot.
Yes, definitely need your help.
Let's go. You're up.
Wearing him down. Still tricky, but we'll get him.
Keep it together.
Ah, I hate that. Let me see if I'll pick you up.
You still paying attention? Deal with that.
Oh, Barrett's a little more hurt than I realized. Now he's quite hurt.
Bring it! Don't give up.
Let's do this.
Okay, he's down.
Bring it.
Got some arrow or hurt the helicopter? Yeah, it seemed to. Yeah, good call. Now I gotta take the two on at once. Luckily it's fairly brief.
Damn it.
Together they are a handful. Your friend's dead, for sure, definitely. Oh wait, there he is.
I was planning to join you anyway.
Any landing you can walk away from. Come on. Let's teach him the Turks two-step. What happened when you messed with
Yeah, together they are annoying. Look at that. Some fast damage on poor Cloud. Look at his bad. You love hitting people in the back. It's like your favorite fucking thing. Alright. Let's do some summoning. Oh, come on! Give me my turn. Britt, get your ass in here.
Get him.
Oh, and Tifa's got her limit, so might as well use that. Tifa? I was hoping that would hurt a little bit more. Oh great, Barrett's down. Perfect. Get him up. Unacceptable, Barrett. Ah, shit. What are they doing now? Really strong attack. But we took one of them out. We took Reno out. There goes Barrett again. Okay. Don't make any late mistakes here. We've got this in the bag. We just have to bring it home. There. Deal with the frisk. It's the third time Barrett got KO'd, man. Irritating. Oh, I hate that stupid move. Okay, Fred, it's your parting attack. Make it a good one. I can't believe Barrett got dropped 3 times. I realize he's not as strong as the other characters right now, but still, pretty bad. There, that killed him, right? Good. Good job, a crit.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Just mash it, I don't know.
How do we stop it? Who knows?
Where are you going?
Stupid phantoms again. Ah. They're like, no, the plate has to come down. It's destiny or fate or whatever.
Plate separation initiated.
Alright, it's happening no matter what now.
Commencing separation sequence. Section 1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately. Plate separation.
Well, luckily people have been evacuating a lot.
Bitch! What have you done?
Nice. Very dramatic. What do you think he's doing? He's bailing. Fucking coward. Gotta save your stupid ass friend, huh? It's different from the other choppers. White and red. Yeah, there's no stopping it. Alright.
You can't do this! Eva! I saw Marlene! Eric!
Marlene? My Marlene? What did
I
you
think she
do?
says Marlene. In the original, all she says is she's alright. This she remembers to say the name. This is the first time they use the term ancient.
Ancient.
Run! You have to go now!
Run?
And where exactly do you expect us to go?
You don't know us very well, Sen. We're survivors.
Separation imminent. Evacuate the area immediately.
It's nice to see this done. I mean, in the original version, as dramatic as they make it, you know, the graphical capacity and all that, it's really great to see sort of in its full glory here, us using the cable to escape.
If we don't get the hell out of here,
Jeez. I guess if you just do nothing, you can die here. But, all you gotta do is get your ass over here. Don't give in to despair, Tifa. Barrett's done it again. Oh, we are not quitting. We got a hell of a long way to go after this. I mean, these other people that are still left, what were they waiting for? So they make it seem like Wedge, in trying to save his cats, is definitely dead. The President. Haven't seen him in a long time. And look, something we don't get in the original game. Kate Sith. That's really cool. Just even seeing him for a second is really awesome. I love that. Because yeah, in the original game, you don't get to see him this early at all. Even for like 1 single second like that. Oh. Plate down. Sector demolished. Alright, so we're close to the end of our part 7 here. We just have to go through some motions here before we get going. I really have to go to the bathroom too. Man, I'm getting less and less professional as these playthroughs go on. I don't know what the deal is. Gotta stop letting things like this distract me. So we're gonna see where a good stopping point is. We can't just stop right here. Chapter 13, A Broken World. Sorry about that. Didn't realize that I could already move. Right, yeah, so we don't find each other right away, do we? We're separated. So maybe this is a good... I don't know.
Anybody out there?
Just hold on. We're close to the stopping point, but I want to, I want to stop in a place where it actually makes sense, not in the middle of something.
Hey! Can anybody hear me?
Alright, so I'm with Tifa. So at this point, of course, Barrett thinks that Marlene is dead.
Marlene!
And if she was, I don't know if there'd be any way for him to go on. But the good news is, Aerith got her out.
Wedge!
Of course, Biggs, Wedge, Jesse.
Jesse!
So yeah, the game makes it seem like, once again, they're dead. Although with Wedge it would have been a little different because he wasn't in the pillar. But still, things might not play out exactly that way. Obviously a very emotional moment for Barrett. His comrades, his home dead, but worst of all, Marlene. But we're going to be able to give him a little bit of hope here.
It was us.
Oh, now is not the time to say that, Tifa. What you need to say is Marlene is probably still alive.
No. You can't think like that.
I think he's right.
Whatever came before it was silly to pull the trigger today. Am I right?
You're right. Just barely holding it together too, but I guess her training helps in moments like this. I feel like we're being needlessly cruel here by not immediately telling Barrett that there's a good chance that Marlene is safe.
This anger, okay?
My God, my PS4 is just sounds like it's on its last legs.
Barrett.
There we go.
Marlene's father. Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
What the hell's going on?
I asked Aerith to find Marlene and take her somewhere safe.
And she did. You sure?
Also, this game helps explain how she would have been able to get as far as her house, because Zeng took them in the helicopter. It was part of the deal. A deal sound like Porky Pig here. Because in the original game, it's not really clear, although I guess that's probably still what happened. They don't make it exactly clear, and you wonder, how did she get all the way, did she run with Marlene all that way? But no, the helicopter took them. Alright, I just want to move out of the rubble, and then we can save. We're going to get ourselves on the path towards Sector 5, and then we can save, and that'll do it for Part 7. But let's just get ourselves out of the rubble first.
How could this happen?
Well, those two survived.
What the hell is going on?
Let everybody say their piece.
Is this for real? I'm afraid it is.
These people are less talkative.
I said, where you going?
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
And that's where Marlene is?
Where we hope she is.
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear.
Look, Barrett, we think she's probably there.
I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa, know anything about ancients?
I know I've heard of them, at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the...
Well, it makes sense that Barrett would know this stuff. He was interested in it. I mean, he had to get his motivation somewhere.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Oh, more of this. Sephiroth. Hey, yeah, that's right. I remember somebody saying this once. Sephiroth claiming to be one.
It's my birthright.
5 years ago. Oh, more of the I'm seeing him in person stuff.
You have failed again, I see.
Talk about kicking me when I'm down. Oh boy, Cloud's losing it. Again, I guess I don't mind this, but it's just so much Sephiroth so early.
Isn't that what you want?
It just feels like too much. I can handle even all this other stuff if they didn't drag out the ending of this game so much. If you didn't have him in your face so much and you have to like actually physically fight him, it just... I know they probably felt like they needed the game to feel, even though it's a part of a larger thing, they wanted it to feel complete, like it's its own thing. But, I don't know. I would have been just as happy if, like, after the fight on the highway, that was the end of it, instead of all the nonsense they had. Hey, look.
Hey, pretty crazy, huh? Can you believe this mess?
You doing alright?
I am, but I can't say the same about my birds. Poor things are scared half to death.
Yeah, eventually I go on a quest to reunite some. So I guess we can stop here.
You could have seen this coming.
I don't...
So tragic.
Should we go all the way to Aerith's house and then stop? No, I don't think we should. I think we should save that for the opening. So we are going to stop here, everybody. So thanks so much. for being with me. I'm waiting. I know there was a delay. I had some trouble getting this one off the ground, part 7. Well, we jumped 2 chapters. We were in Haunted, and now we're up to chapter 13, A Broken World. I'll be back sooner this time. There won't be as long a delay. As I said, the best thing you can do when playing through a game like this, if you're gonna play just for your own satisfaction, or do the playthrough like I'm doing and, you know, streaming it, is you really want to have momentum on your side. Letting a lot of time pass where you haven't played, you know, that doesn't help. So as usual, this will, for now, it's being streamed on my personal channel, but it will eventually be put up on the Final Dungeon channel. So thanks a lot, everybody, for being with me. And we will leave off here. Thanks, guys. See you all next time.